Today, we're privileged to welcome His Excellency, Ambassador Galang, who will share his valuable perspectives from Somaliland's viewpoint and reflect on the journey of cooperation and the meaningful partnerships between Somaliland and Taiwan ICDF. Welcome.
Honorable Secretary General Henri Lin, former Secretary General, former Minister, Excellencies, fellow ambassadors, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to join you today at the launch of this very notable and historic book. It's an important publication, and a publication of this kind does more than record projects and achievements. It helps us understand what developmental cooperation actually means and how it works, how ideas are translated into institutions, how technology is adapted to local circumstances, and ultimately how cooperation improves people's lives. For the Republic of Somaliland, this is particularly meaningful because our partnership with Taiwan ICDF is not merely described in this book. It forms part of the story the book tells. For example, chapter 4, dealing with official development, assistance, and public health, describes the evolution of Taiwan ICDF's approach to providing individual medical services towards helping partner countries build stronger and more sustainable national health care systems. Somaliland provides an excellent example of this approach because since 2022, Taiwan ICDF, working with Kaohsiung Medical University, Chung Hao Memorial Hospital, has supported a health information system designed around Somaliland's own clinical and administrative requirements. It's a system designed specifically around our circumstances and needs. And this book records the development of our public, also records the development of our public health emergency response system, including standard operating procedures for disease prevention and mechanisms for training personnel. And that distinction matters. The objective is not simply to provide assistance, it's to build capability embedded within national institutions and among local professionals can endure long after an individual project has ended. Also, in chapter 5, takes the story further on how technology can solve practical problems. Somaliland doctors consult their patients in our native Somali language, while the medical records are maintained in English. Now, this seemingly simple linguistic difference created genuine difficulties in record keeping, standardization, and the collection of reliable national health information and data. The response to this practical challenge has been remarkable. Through the cooperation of Taiwan ICDF, the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, an AI-assisted electronic medical record module was incorporated into Somaliland's health information systems. And now, as a result, today more than 81% of outpatient and emergency medical records at our main national referral hospital, Hargeisa Group Hospital, are completed with AI-assisted technologies. While the time required to compile disease surveillance has been reduced from over 3 days in some cases to just a couple of hours. That is really what making good use of technology entails. Now, these figures tell us something important. Successful development cooperation is measured not by the sophistication of the technology introduced, but by the difference it makes in real practice, as in the example I have just given. Technology is most valuable not when it's introduced for its own sake, but when it addresses a real problem faced by a doctor, a ministry, a community, a hospital. So the system is also becoming a platform upon which others can build. The book notes that Faro Foundation, which is a major NGO, international NGO, after seeing the capabilities of Somaliland's health information system, deciding to work with Taiwan ICDF rather than construct a separate system altogether. So instead of reinventing the wheel, it worked with ICDF in developing additional modules for metabolic disorders such as diabetes, hypertension, and coronary heart disease. This is significant because it demonstrates a larger issue than a successful single project. It shows the potential for Taiwan ICDF institutions to attract additional international partners and become platforms for a broader developmental cooperation. So our relationship with Taiwan ICDF is therefore both a very proud one we're proud of, with an excellent record, and I believe it has even a more promising future. Last month, I received in my office and had the honor to receive Honorable Dr. Hong and a senior delegation from Taiwan ICDF, and I've really felt and went away from that, from those discussions, convinced that there remains considerable scope for deeper partnership, not merely through individual projects, but through the same philosophy so clearly demonstrated in the pages of this book. And the focus that we have is, and I believe you share with us, is to identify a national problem, look for expertise, Taiwanese expertise, adapted to local circumstances, build local capacity, and create something long-term and sustainable. That ultimately is why publications such as this really matter. They allow diplomats and policymakers and developmental practitioners to learn not only what was done, but why it worked, to enable successful experiences in one partner country to inform solutions in others. And I think we discussed projects that have been implemented elsewhere that we felt would serve well in our country and communities. So I think I'm going over time a bit, but just to conclude, For Somaliland, it's once again really a source of considerable pride to see the our cooperation with Taiwan ICDF documented alongside successful experiences and success stories from around the world. General Secretary General Hung and his leadership team and all of the staff and everybody involved in producing this publication, we congratulate and we once again congratulate you on the 30-year anniversary in which the organization has grown and achieved so much. Thank you very much to ICDF and so thank you very much to the government of Taiwan. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency, and Ambassador Alam, for your wonderful story.
hotel Brar waxa uu qiimo dhimis dhan 40% ku sameeyay qaybaha kala duwan ee chiefka sida single-ka, double-ka iyo VIP-da. Waxa lagu soo kordhiyay hotelka wiish casri ah, adeegyada badbaadada, damdamiyaasha dabka iyo jaraanjaro loogu talagalay gargaarka degdega ah. Wixii macluumaad dheeraad ah waxaad nagala soo xidhiidhaa ciwaanada shaashada kaaga muuqda.